Hello, everyone. This is Mike Ainsworth. I'm here at Upward Christian Fellowship with Pastor Anthony Craver. We are on the boots on the ground here with Drusa, the IPHC, and I just wanted to take a moment with Anthony, talk a little bit about this storm, the hurricane that's come through. Talk a little bit about the very first day when Hurricane Helene arrived. What were you experiencing? What were you dealing with, Anthony?
We don't like that word Helene in these mountains anymore.
I'm sure.
It was a tough time. I'm telling you, it was so scary. I've never been more scared in a storm in our lives. We live out in the middle of the woods with a lot of trees, and most of our region stayed up praying overnight. I've heard it over and over again. People said I didn't sleep. I just prayed. It's a scary time. When we emerged the next day, it took about 2 days just to get out of our neighborhood, cutting trees. What's true of me is true of so many. When we got to the bottom out to the road, it looked like a war zone. And they've used that word. People have come up to us, just hundreds and hundreds of people have come through and said, my neighborhood's a war zone. It was so unreal. It really was. And this storm's being described as unprecedented, and it surely is.
So I think many of us are seeing the pictures, the live feed, describing this as unprecedented.
Yeah.
That's affected so many people here in Hendersonville. Talk about how that's affected your congregation.
Well, we've had several people with homes destroyed, a lot of people with flooding, a lot of people with vehicles destroyed. A lot of our people are still blocked in. We're trying to get some people out. A lot of people hungry, many, including myself, without water and power still. And so that's been a tough time for us. But we're banding together. Hendersonville and Henderson County and Western North Carolina is strong, and we're going to endure this. We're going to rebuild, and we're going to come out stronger on the other side.
I was standing with you earlier, and you were greeting folks as they were coming in,
Yeah.
and you were meeting some of your members that you had been trying to connect with.
Oh, yeah.
And until today, you really didn't know how they were doing.
It's they get out of their cars, and we breathe a sigh of relief because we know they're okay. I've seen several people today for the very first time since the storm and found out they're still okay.
So glad to hear of all that the Lord is doing and how He's using Upward Christian Fellowship, and how God is using so many others who are sending supplies, who are bringing relief. We've got Drusa with us. The IPHC is present. The shower trailer from Cornerstone.
Yes.
The mobile feeding kitchen from the North Carolina Conference.
Yes.
I've seen so many folks coming in to volunteer. A lot of your folks are volunteering.
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about the relief effort and sort of how that started and where we are today.
We started with the shower trailer yesterday, and then the food truck rolled in. We started with just the shower trailer, and we had nothing to give people when they came in, and we really wanted to put something in their hands. But when you're in the middle of a storm like this, you don't have the resources to even go buy something. Grocery stores, gas stations have been closed. Cell phone service was out all day yesterday, couldn't call in or out. Nobody could. So it was a scary time, and you kind of felt trapped. One truckload came in. Somebody brought one truckload of supplies, and we put it in our kitchen, and we just started handing out a jar of peanut butter and a bottle of water or a muffin to somebody. Well, Bishop, over the last 2 days, trucks have rolled in, water has rolled in, fruit, supplies, apples, you name it, it's come in. And God has supplied. It reminds me of the widow who poured the little bottle of oil out, and the more she poured out, the more God supplied. Today, the church is full of supplies as people come, and all those are just the donations from the community, and we're so thankful. And we're so thankful for Drusa and the IPHC. The showers may not seem like much, but when you've been through a hurricane, your home's been flooded, and you don't have power or water, a hot shower makes you feel like you're alive again. It brings just a little bit of normal back to your life. And a hot plate of food. I mean, we've been eating peanut butter and jelly for days. I'm a little tired of peanut butter and jelly. And they're getting hot meals and really good meals. And I'm just so thankful for Drusa, thankful for the IPHC family who's loved us so well during this.
Well, I'm grateful too, Anthony, that so many of our churches across the IPHC, a number of our conferences have responded. We've tried to organize, but it's unmistakable that the Lord's hand is in this, because we've had people show up here that it was not a part of our organization or efforts or yours, the Lord just provided the need. Do you have a story or two like that?
Guy rolled in yesterday from Georgia. We didn't know him, and he pulled in, and he had a truckload of water. And he said he left Georgia and said, God, lead me to the right church. Well, he pulled off the interstate, came to us. I got to talking to him, and I found out his father is a minister in the Cornerstone Conference. He said, I can't believe it. Is this an IPHC church? Is that Drusa? And it's just amazing how God brought our IPHC family together here in a mighty way, all the way from Georgia.
And those miracles, I think, are continuing to happen.
They are.
Talk to some of your staff, and so grateful for the volunteers that are here.
Oh, yeah.
And just for people coming together and helping to make this relief effort a success.
We have an amazing team, and the Drusa folks have been so incredible. Our volunteers have been so incredible. We've literally fed, given water, showers, and food to thousands of people over the last couple of days. It's been amazing to see.
So if we're talking to our IPHC family, how can we help? What do you need?
That's the question we've been asked over and over again. Right now, the immediate need is for water and non-perishables. We're starting slowly to get water back. It's getting a little bit better that people have water in their homes. But even the water, the city water, is still under a boil advisory. It's not sanitary to drink or cook with. So bottled water is a need. We have some coming. Non-perishables are always a need. In the months to come, and this is going to be months and years to rebuild all of this, the roads, homes, businesses, the months to come, we're going to need construction. We're going to need cleanup crews. And we're just so thankful we know that support will be there.
Well, I just want to challenge everyone that over the next few days as we give and contribute, that remember this is a long-term effort. And the rebuilding that will need to happen is going to take some time. And Anthony, I'm just so grateful that you were here, and I think of our other IPHC churches also that are serving their communities. Yes. What an incredible way to show the love of Jesus and just to embrace our communities. And I know that you're going to do that. And so we pray God's blessings on you, your staff, and the congregation here, and all that you're going to do for the glory of God.
Lady came in yesterday. She was getting a shower yesterday, and our volunteers were talking to her about the Lord. And she said, well, I'm not a believer. She said, but after all this, she said, I'm going to visit here and just see how it feels. And I thought, what a win it is. Someone who doesn't know Christ said, after seeing this, I'm going to come check this place out and see what's going on. And we've heard that kind of thing over and over again. And it's just such a blessing to love your community. And this has given us a great opportunity to do so.
Well, we're glad to take these few minutes and just join you. There'll be some more information coming. Stay tuned. Pray God's blessing upon each of you. Hey, let's stay together. Let's work to bring the relief that's needed for those who are in need.